back again. For my last video, I'm about to discuss my final reflection. First is the minutes of the proceedings on the national territory of the 1971 Constitutional Convention. So what I learned is that it is all about the laws made as time passes for the peace of our country. Like how many as the time passes by, many people wanted to some of the people in the past, because of the state of our country, wanted to pursue law and change our country for the better future. So maybe that's the reason why the old constitution was changed and the laws that disadvantage us were changed too. Next is the role of Islam in the history of the Filipino people. So some of the people right now think that this religion is a bad thing for us, but it actually helps the country in the past, the history of it. The role of the Islam in the country is that it can help people we with its knowledge, with its tradition, culture. It helps us to have better allies in the future, because I heard and I read that Muslims are they do not felt some of the Muslims are, but that's actually common. They are they rarely get mad to other people, because if they get mad, it's like a rule in their Bible, it's the Bible in their knowledge that they must not feel mad or angry or something like that. So the next is the history of terrorism in the Philippines. So terrorism is it's still in our doorsteps, and in the past it was more chaotic when there's no one to lean on, a president or a leader that could be strong enough to stop the terrorism. It still happens until now. I do not know why they're doing that, but I know that terrorism is something that could kill many people. It's not like war, but it has a similarity in about war. So next is the agreement on peace between the government of the Republic of the Philippines in the Moro Islands Liberation Front. So it is all about the peace between the Muslim and the non-Muslims, because it is with this peace, this agreement between the religions, it is like a way to prevent war from happening. Although Muslims aren't, but there will be a chance that maybe it will happen. Next is the report of the cholera pandemic in the Philippines. In the Philippines, in the past, we don't have what we have there, the sanitation alcohol or something like that. So it was it affected many people in the past. Cholera is when it's like a bacteria that affects many people. So maybe because the surroundings in the past, the tools, their tools that are used are not sanitized. Unlike in this current era, many everything in the past is not sanitary. So I expected that cholera, the bacteria, viruses, and everything would always happen in the past. It's too common, and it kills many people too. Next is the Little Tokyo of Superior Philippines. It is all about Mintal, Davao City, where a Japanese entrepreneur was there, and it helped the Filipinos from uh, like it helped them like in their lives. So that may be the reason why Ota Kyotaburu, I think that's his name, Ota, was it, he has some monument there because maybe he was a great help to the Filipinos, so they made a monument for him. Next is all about the post-war Philippines. It talks about after the war that happened in the past and how the Filipinos recovered. They began recovering from the horrible and terrifying experience. Next is about what happened in the Philippines in the year 1972 to 1986, which is all about the late President Ferdinand Marcos placing the entire country under martial law. Many people protested, but I think that was they have a reason. Maybe the president doesn't, because the reason actually was about how criminals crimes were so common in the past in his term that he put the entire country under martial law. It was all about that. It's to lessen the criminal acts, the violations, the crimes in the country. Next is the year 1986 to present. It is all about the current term. For example, President Rodrigo Duterte's term, which he have so many successful projects, and he did so many things that changes our entire lives, and he used his term in honing our country to a better one. And lastly, it is all about the traditional delicacies in Mindanao. It was named actually in the documents XU Mindanao Peace 1, 2, 3. So it actually, what I remember is that it's all about the traditional delicacies in the Mindanao, the the culture and the past of every places in each cities in this country. So that's it. This is the end of my final reflection. Thank you for watching. Bye.